Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome to Disney Planning Insights. Through creative content and live shows, we explain the hidden details of the Disney experience so that our clients can execute memorable adventures. Together with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel, we have helped hundreds of clients plan, book, and prepare for magical Disney vacations. Let our experience help you avoid common planning mistakes and maximize the enjoyment on your next Disney trip. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Matt with the DPI podcast. Happy Tuesday night. It is DPI Live. We're going to talk some Disney news. We're going to talk a little bit about the travel industry and what's going on with one of the airlines that services with the Orlando airport pretty frequently. And then we're going to jump into some Lorcana and play some games online. So, no, going to be a fun show. Big shout out to you guys. I know it's a great privilege to be able to do something like this, and I wanna thank everybody that has joined us through this journey over the last 5 years or so. We are currently at 495 subscribers over on the YouTube channel. So our goal for 2024 was to get to 500. Super excited to be really close to getting to that number. Dapper Vanta crew, can't wait for this. I'm currently in the Magic Kingdom doing the Mickey's Not So Scary Party. So yeah, nice, awesome, Dapper, enjoy. We love the Not So Scary Party. We've taken the kids. The wife and I have done it. Yeah, really good time with Not So Scary. Love the fireworks show that they do with it. Love the parade when everything goes right, and even when it doesn't go right, it's a lot of fun. So no, enjoy yourself. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Also want to say a thank you to DMC Gaming TTV over on Twitch. Ran into him earlier this week, streamed a game with him, jumped over, followed the channel over on Twitch. So if you are a Twitch user and want to jump on and follow the channel there, Matt_DPI is where you can do it there. So no, lots of stuff going on around the parks. We're starting to get into that kind of holiday buzz, and some of the deals are starting to get released. So let's go ahead, let's jump into the news and get through this. And surprisingly, there is a lot of news this week. I really didn't feel like there was going to be a lot coming into tonight. Then I sat down and started doing kind of some of my show prep, and I was like, wow, there is a lot of news this week. So let's start with the big one. I'm trying to get my ground control up. For some odd reason it was hiding. So the big thing that I wanted to jump on over there was oh, that's cool. That's cool. You've got a friend, one of the Dapper Dans. Nice. Dapper Vanta crew. Again, thanks for stopping by. He said, I also got a friend and a vocal teacher that works at the Magic Kingdom as a Dapper Dan. His name is Dirk. So if we're down there, we'll yell, hey, Dirk, and see if he turns around. We'll say hi and say we heard about you on the podcast, which is pretty awesome. All right. So let's start with the rumor that we're kind of confirming now. So another permit came out last week. Reflections Lodge is going to be being built. Now, what it sounds like right now is it's more than likely going to be a part of the Wilderness Lodge complex, which to me sounds kind of strange. But that's kind of what the rumor is right now, that this is going to be another DVC wing of Wilderness Lodge. So Reflections, a Lakeside Lodge, originally was on the docket to begin building prior to COVID. COVID happened. It kind of got stopped. And from there, it just kind of fizzled out until about a month ago. And then all of a sudden, a month ago, we started getting permits. We started getting all this stuff. And I really thought that they were going to make the full announcement next month at D23 down in Sao Paulo. But apparently, mum is not the word, and we are getting a lot of information about Reflections, a Lakeside Lodge. Also happening last week, we had a bunch of layoffs, and this was another 300 employees of Disney, mostly in corporate positions, domestic corporate positions. That brings the total for the layoffs for Disney the past couple of years to about 7,000 employees. As a fan of Disney, that's scary to think that they're shedding 7,000 employees. Now, do I think that there's some overlap and maybe some waste and that kind of stuff that they're getting rid of? Yeah, I'm sure there is, but still, we've got to be concerned a little bit that 7,000 employees over the last couple of years. From the Magical Kingdom blog, Shanghai Disney Resort 2024 Halloween celebration will take place October 4th to November 2nd with Disney friends dressed in brand new Halloween costumes. You can go over to their Twitter X page, Disney Magical Kingdom blog, and check that out. Lots of cool costumes that they're releasing for our friends that are going to be visiting Disney Shanghai. All of the shows at Disneyland Paris, except for Lion King, are taking a break for the most part. Frozen, a musical invitation, taking a break from November 4th through February 14th. And Together, a musical Pixar adventure, will be taking the break November 4th through December 13th. So if you're heading to Disneyland Paris, just be aware that a couple of the shows are going to be seeing some downtime. And right now with the Halloween season, getting ready to change up the fireworks shows. You're getting ready to get a new Avengers show, more of a Doctor Strange type show. You're still going to have the Electric Musical Parade. Or the drone show. Wow, why is everything moving around like it is? That was interesting. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Southwest Airlines. If you've flown into Orlando International Airport, you've seen those blue planes. And the big news with Southwest this year is that they are going to be going to an assigned seating system. And we were all kind of waiting for the details on it because, my family, we fly Southwest a lot. Bags fly free, getting 2 free bags on flights, especially when we're going, on a longer trip. Big deal. So it makes a lot of sense. Also, one of the lesser on the cost airlines. But they released some more details last week about how this program is going to work. So let's start with... how's the boarding going to work? Because we're going to more of an assigned seating, so apparently boarding is going to work very much the same way. You're going to have a boarding position, and you will line up in the same way in the airport that you did previously, that A1 through 30, 31 through 60 type style, and then be on your way as quick as possible. Let's see, show more replies, because I went and basically got everything. Signed seats, different options based on the experience you prefer. Our lowest fare offer will still come with 2 free check bags, no change or cancel fees, travel credits that never expire, and a seat assigned to you prior to your day of travel. So it sounds like most of the seats are going to be assigned like the day before you travel. If you prefer to select your seat when you book your flight, including seats with extra legroom, you'll have a few options to purchase these benefits. Boarding process will be similar to what it is today. You'll board in the order of position numbers, line up on signage displayed in the stanchions within the gate area, And then they're going to start selling flights with seat assignments in the second half of 25 for travel in the first half of 26. So we're still about a year and a half away from this happening. So just be aware that flights in early 26, first half of 2026, Southwest is going to start this boarding process with assigned seats. Similar to other airlines where you have your group numbers or your group letters, and then you board the plane and you find your seat. It is what it is. Southwest is just looking for a way to make some more money with their seats. If they can sell an exit row seat for, 10 more bucks a flight, that adds up really, really quick for Southwest. So, yeah, you can't fault them, but it's just like, that's one of the things that set them apart that I really liked about flying Southwest, and now it's just the same as any other airline. Let's keep on going here. Ken Potok posted something on Instagram that was really curious, just the words that he used. So Disneyland Forward project is getting ready to get started. This is going to be a long project as they add almost another park to the Disneyland campus that's going to house probably Avatar and some more attractions when it's opened. So, and this was leaders from across Disneyland recently gathered to discuss our priorities as we begin this new chapter with the approval of Disneyland Forward. We're focused on ensuring our cast members feel supported as we prepare for this next era of growth, enhancing the guest experience and engaging our community as we bring exciting new experiences to the happiest place on earth. I'm incredibly proud of my team and can't wait for our bright future. So where I saw this, they were kind of asking, what is your read on this? And my immediate statement, and if you want to follow me on Twitter X at Disney Insights, you get some candid stuff from me there, where I'll just read something really quickly, thought process it, and put my thoughts out there. And basically what I said was, this is a statement from a company that's more afraid of unions than excited for the future. And I think I still feel that way about that post. With a company that's going to have a relatively large expansion to one of the flagship parks, and they're really focused on making sure their employees don't leave. Okay. Whatever. I mean, you gotta have priorities. I don't know that would be my number one priority if I was in expansion mode as Disney is about to be. So, yeah, it is what it is. I think that's going to be an interesting read on how Disneyland Forward actually moves forward, because it's going to house one of probably the most exciting expansions for Disneyland in a long time. And I mean, this is going to overshadow Cars Land significantly when it comes to this park. And Cars Land is fantastic for what it is, but it is no Avatar. And that's what the hype is going to be about with this project. So yeah, I think you've got to not temper expectations and really kind of press forward and get the excitement going, because you aren't hearing this kind of stuff from Universal as they're building a whole new theme park. They are pressing forward, building excitement, and really, really focusing on how do we build this up for the next year until we're ready to go with this project and let people in the front gate. Disneyland Forward is, yeah, we're going to meet and we're going to make sure that, we don't hurt anybody's feelings, and then we'll see how much of this gets cut because people didn't like the idea or whatever. So, kind of concerning, but we'll see what happens. Rumor mill time. Let's talk a little bit about Dinoland in Animal Kingdom. So Dinoland is about to get a huge retheme to the Equatorial Americas. I know little man is giving me the big sad pouty lower lip because
I don't want Dinoland to go.
I know he is a big Dinoland fan. Here, give the pouty lip. No, you got to get it into the camera shot. You see it? You see it? There's the pouty lip. Pouty lip.
I don't want it to go.
But Dinoland's going to go away, and we're going to get the tropical Equatorial Americas. With that being said, we are going to get the Casita Madrigal. We are going to get an Indiana Jones ride. You know, it's going to be a really cool update to the park. And rumor is that the phased closure of Dinoland is going to be starting in November. So we're about a month away from possibly the beginning of the phased closure of Dinoland. Now, one thing that I would say is I don't know how far they are on getting like the engineering trailers and that kind of stuff set up for this project. This is a relatively substantial project, so there is going to be some groundwork that needs to be laid, for lack of a better term, before they can get going and before they can really push forward with this project. And I really feel like you're going to see kind of probably that carnival area be the first area to go, as they build the Casita Madrigal and that kind of stuff in there, and then they will work their way kind of forward. And I think Dinosaur the ride will be one of the last things that's closed. Now in this rumor, let's see if they go with this. This is actually from Blog Mickey if you want to check them out. Phase closure of Dinoland is set to begin before the holiday season kicks off. Early in November or early December. Disney has not responded to requests. Dinosaur will not be a part of the initial. Yep. So instead is believed that the carnival themed Chester and Hester's Dinorama will be the first to close as Disney begins working on the Encanto themed attraction to the area. Yeah. So that's exactly what I would think too. That would be the largest change that they're going to make. So that would be probably where they're going to start. So yeah. So if you are traveling to the parks, you know, for the holiday season this year, be prepared to possibly see a bunch of construction walls up in Animal Kingdom as they start changing that area for the new expansion. There was an article about the tax. There it is. So Disney earlier this year appealed the property assessments made to the parks by the state of Florida, and they won that property tax battle. And as a result of that, they could receive up to $80 million in a refund from the state based on the change in the assessed values. So $80 million is a big number that could go a long way in actually moving forward on the construction of Dinoland faster, but probably isn't going to happen. Disneyland Paris, January 10th, 2025, they announced a new nighttime show that's coming into their Disneyland Paris park. The main park there, the Disney Adventure Studio World, whatever else that other park's going to be called, is kind of the secondary park, but Disneyland Paris is the main park, and they are getting a new nighttime show. It is going to debut on January 10th, 2025, and it does not have a name yet. But it is going to include new projections on the castle, as well as as illuminating projections up and down their main street as well. And this is something that's being added to the new shows as they update them. We saw it at Disneyland first, and they brought it to Disney World. Now we're going to see it at Disneyland Paris. So yeah, really cool. If you are planning on going to Walt Disney World in 2025, we have our first round of deals for the parks. So the initial deals are for annual pass holders, save up to 35% on hotel rooms in early 2025. Florida residents save up to 30%, and regular everyday Joe Schmoes like myself save up to 25%. And this is going to be, let's get some dates here, February 23rd to April 30th, and save up to 20% Sunday through Thursday on most Sunday through Thursday nights from January 1st through February 20th. So 25%. And this is very much the same tiered system that Disney always uses for their discounts. So your main 25%ers are going to be basically all of your deluxes. Add in Coronado Springs, the King bedrooms, add in the All-Star sports rooms, the cabins at Fort Wilderness, villas at the Grand Floridian, Port Orleans Riverside. So yeah, so some good deals, and then 20% February 23rd through April 30th, 15% from basically all your mid tiers except for Polynesian falls in this one, and then Art of Animation, Family Suites falls in this one, and then 15% on most of your value resorts, 10% on your Art of Animation standard rooms. So definitely a split. Normally it's only like a 3-tier split. This is a 4-tier split, and then depending on when you are going. But these are deals through the 30th of April. So what does that mean? It means spring break is on sale. Which is really, really interesting to think that spring break, one of their busier times at the parks, the Sunday through Thursdays, most nights, February 23rd through April 30th, are going to be part of this deal. So that's a pretty telling statement of what's going on at the parks. And Peter, with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel, and I have talked about this numerous times on the show this year, is that the travel numbers are actually pretty down right now. And it's hard to show at the park because even, if you change the number from 55,000 to 45,000, that's still a lot of people at a park like Magic Kingdom, let's say. But in the scheme of things, 10,000 people a day is a huge number that Disney's kind of losing right now. And we feel like this is going to go into probably the next couple of years. Big driver is inflation. People are paying more for everything else. They don't have that expendable money to take that Disney trip or that second Disney trip. So we really feel like this is going to be something that extends a little bit farther into later in 2025, early 2026. And then I think as you start seeing some of this stuff open up from D23, so we're going to have the Monsters Inc. area. We're going to have the Dinoland expansion, that kind of stuff. I see little bumps and little spikes and that kind of stuff, but I don't see anything that's like super like, hey, look, we're going to be back at capacity. When you look at where the deals are for the end of this year and going through the holiday season and that kind of stuff, those are deals you never see. So for them to be offering deals like that means that they are really trying to get people into the parks. And then you're going to have the Universal effect. What happens when Epic Universe opens? How much draw does it pull? In that, where you used to be able to go to Universal in a couple of days. Now is it a 4-day park? And if it's a 4-day park now, are you completely cutting your Disney trip out of it? I don't know. So it's something that's yet to be seen. But yeah, it's really interesting to see that now we've got deals for through the holidays, Thanksgiving to Christmas. The 1 week that really hasn't been affected is that week between Christmas and New Year's. And then now from New Year's through the end of April, we've got deals again. So lots of things going on, lots of deals to be had. So if you're really wanting to go to the parks, now's a really good time. And if you're wanting to, reach out to us over at Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel. You can find us on Facebook at PATM Disney Travel. You can either reach out to Peter or myself, and we'll get you taken care of. So with that being said, that is the news. I'm going to go ahead and jump over on to Pixelborn Connect. So give me a second to get everything set up, and we will get going over there. Boom. Okay. I haven't even turned it on yet. Boo. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to download the new version. Unless it'll let me play without. Nope. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's go there. Yeah, that was relatively interesting. Yeah, so if you are wanting to play Pixelborn Connect, I don't even remember what when the last time I was on this was. Maybe Friday? What was I doing Friday? Yeah, I don't know if I even played any on Friday. So it was probably Wednesday or Thursday. Wow. Come on. So yeah, so we'll test this green steel deck a little bit more tonight. I'm thinking about adding some Mr. Smees in, maybe. I've got a set of Mr. Smees sitting here. I don't know. I played it in League Thursday night. Really liked how it played Thursday night. Really only had one matchup that I didn't like. So, and that was a Ruby Amethyst matchup. So, we'll see if this, we're going to pin to start. I'm going to pin this guy there too. All right. Are we going to... Are we going to work? We may not be playing any tonight. Because it is not... It is not loading at all. Yuck. What are we doing? See if I can get it to boot from there. No! Pixelborn is giving me fits right now, so we may not be playing any games. Let's see something here. Live, new show, media, in person. All right. So really, in building this, lots of similarities with the decks that you guys are seeing on the steel side. I'm gonna try and let this try and boot. I don't know why it's not booting. I wonder if I can boot it from there. No, it won't let me do that because it'll ask me to extract. Run it. Yuck. Okay. Download. I really thought about playing a game earlier, but I didn't. And I should have, because now it just freezes. So yeah, so what I was saying is a lot of the same build that you guys are used to seeing on this. Now the one thing is I only have 2 of the Sad Beasts, so that does hamper that line a little bit. Morph is there. Storm. So what I've done is I've supplemented with a couple of Clarabelles, Muses, yeah, I mean, all the cards that you guys are used to seeing in this deck. Nothing big surprise wise. So with that being said, you know, I do want to try and find something that is a little bit of surprise, and can I guess, and I don't know how I want to phrase this. I want it to be something that is a surprise, but a useful surprise. Now, I've got the Smees, another card that I've thought about messing around with a little bit on this. Uh-oh. There it is. Okay. Well, at least it loaded. Let's see what happens here. Wonder if it just took a long time to like do an install or something like that. That was kind of weird. So that is a package that I'm thinking about as well in this, which actually have them there. They would take the place of the Muses and the Hidden Coves. So yeah, this is like insanely slow tonight for some reason, so I don't know exactly what's going on with Pixelborn tonight. I'd like to get some games in. I've just got a spinning wheel of death right now. Loading. Hey, there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get out of here. Let's get into here, and there we go. All right, so a little bit better here. Connect. I've actually got everything built up on my Stream Deck as well. So let's see if we can't get a couple of games in here and see what we've got going on. We've got mail. End of claim all. Yes. Cool. All right. Play. Make sure everything looks good. That doesn't look terrible. Bring you there. You there. Okay, perfect. All right. Let's play a little bit of ranked. See what we got. How are we doing?
Eating my feelings away. How are you?
That is a stellar mat.
Oh, thanks, man.
Well, I am streaming tonight. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, for sure. You on Twitch right now?
I am.
Nice.
So I do Twitch and YouTube every Tuesday night.
Nice.
So,
Is
yeah.
it DPI Matt? I won't look now, obviously.
Yeah, yep, it is. DPI _Matt.
Nice.
Half cut's fine with me, if that's okay with you.
Since you're on stream, no. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You're good.
How have your games been going?
I've gone second 7 games in a row. That's why I'm eating my feelings away.
There you go.
Oh,
yuck.
okay. I'll keep one.
Okay. I'm gonna keep one.
Nice.
Where are you from?
Utah.
Utah? Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you?
Indianapolis area.
Nice. Indianapolis is always a destination for card tournaments.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have anything bigger with like Gen Con.
Yeah.
All right.
Seaweed in. Ready when you are.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with inking a Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
Playing a Diablo. Lemon lime.
The only 2 non-foils in my deck. Obviously in the opening hand.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool.
Pass to you. Well, that's not exceptional.
We'll start with a Clarabelle. You show me your entire deck. Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ink a Tinkerbell.
Okay.
Request for 1.
Hmm.
And pass turn.
Interesting. What do I got? Nothing really good. I'll ink a Bruno. Play Bare Necessities. No song.
Nothing. Yeah, a brutal start.
I'm gonna quest. Here you go.
All right. Draw for turn. I'll ink a Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Use 3 for Ursula.
Yeah.
Quest for 1. Pass turn.
Draw. We'll ink Ariel. Play Ariel.
Yep.
I'll take the chill. That's turn.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Yep.
Ink a Diablo.
Little one, yeah. No problem. What did I do with the other two?
I'm gonna go ahead and sing Storm Rage on Ariel into discard, sing it again on Ariel, and then into my bottom of my deck and draw 2.
That was good to draw.
I'll use Strength to shift my Diablo here.
Yep. Cards in hand?
I have 3 in hand.
Okay.
And then I will use 3 to play a Pete.
Okay.
And I will request with Diablo for 1.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Hmm.
2 in hand.
That's good.
Draw for turn.
Yep. Ariel. Take sudden chill. Two in hand or 3?
I have 3 in hand, sorry.
You're good. Ink sudden chill, pass turn.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
How many do you have in hand?
5.
5. Okay. I'm going to ink a Morph.
Okay.
Pay 1 for a Diablo. Wow.
It's not the greatest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pass for 3.
Okay.
Pass turn.
2 in hand, right?
3 with my draw for Diablo.
Okay. Which one's the biggest problem of them all? They're all kind of an issue. If 3, I can strip your hand, but I can't answer Diablo. So does he answer that? I'm gonna play Bare Necessities. And don't worry, you'll draw the song. Ink. Play the Diablo. And I'll pass turn.
Ink a big Ursula.
Yep.
So I'll play little Ursula.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Sudden Chill.
Let's get rid of the you're welcome.
Okay.
Pay 3 for the Ana.
Yep.
Quest for 4.
Alright,
Faster.
world. We've played 2 aerials, seen a ton of cards. Let it be. Fuck. Fudge. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Cards in hand?
I have 2.
So bad. I mean, it is what it is at that point. Alright, Ursula. Of course not.
I'm as befuddled as you are that I haven't drawn a song.
Yeah. I'm gonna play Sudden Chill.
Okay. Get rid of the morph.
I will quest for 1.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Draw for turn.
Draw off Diablo.
I'll have my Diablo take out yours.
Cool. Just one less lore. That helps me.
I'm going to pay 3 for Hypnotize.
Yeah, why not?
Draw for hypnotize.
Yep.
Okay. I'll just quest 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Alright, one time. One time. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's see. I mean, I don't die, but I don't live. Let's see. Cards in hand?
2.
Alright. We'll shift Clarabelle.
Okay.
Okay, I can take out the Anna. I can take out the Ursula. We have 2 in hand. Well, definitely Anna's the play. Because if not, I leave that. Yeah, you win there. Can't shift. Okay, Clarabelle into Anna.
Okay.
Ariel is going to sing We Don't Talk About Bruno. I am going to target Ursula, Deceiver of All.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. 1.
Muses.
Alright. I will quest for 1. Move to end step. You have 2 in hand, correct?
Correct.
I have none, so I will draw 2.
Yep.
And that's all she wrote for me.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
Yuck.
I'm just looking at your yeah, I figured as much.
And then I'll go 3 for another Deceiver of All.
Yeah.
3 for Diablo.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Right.
No Under the Sea.
I don't even think it would help me right now. I needed something different. Oh, I didn't think that not attacking the Pete was going to matter. Interesting. Alright. These 2 will sing Under the Sea. Challenge Pete. Cards in hand. 1.
1 in hand.
Okay, pass turn. Your go.
And Pete for the win with a more.
Man, that's crazy. I actually think I have a decent shot of leveling out there.
Yeah, that the Pete ended up being a weird one. I was just going wide.
Oh yeah, for sure. I should have crashed the Ursula into the Pete, but in all it wouldn't have mattered. Oh show.
No, good game.
GG's,
Good game.
man.
Have a good night.
Good one. Yeah, you too.
All right, there's a win. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break here. We can talk a little bit more about deck and that kind of stuff. So let's go here. Wait for the kids to get ready to go to bed. So yeah, so I don't know. Smee. Bogo and Phillip. Just a wrinkle. I wouldn't want to take a Pete out. I'd probably take out see another cove. Where was the other cove? There it is. So maybe do that. Clarabelle doesn't end up helping me a whole lot. The Cove can. I think the consistency kind of goes away a little bit if I do it that way, though. It's like just little wrinkles. Is kind of what I'm looking for here. Those little wrinkles that can be interesting to get people thinking about different things. And I think what I'm going to probably do is I'm probably just going to jump off the live and then maybe play a couple once the kids get to sleep. I don't know. That game was weird. I'll be interested to watch it back because I was able to get wide easy, but he didn't get anything. He sat on that Clarabelle for a while, and I really had no reason to take it out because he was nowhere near enough ink. If he wasn't going to quest it or do anything like that. So let's see. What does this wrinkle look like? F cut here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a whole lot of yuck. Keep a sudden chill, a Diablo. Maybe go this way with it. Doesn't give me a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not a great starting hand. I wonder if I drop a Deceiver and bring the tank back in, or a morph, the other morph back in. I think I took the morph out, didn't I? Yeah. That's a whole lot of ugly if that comes up. I'm working around a lot if that's how it is. I also probably should have 6-wayed. This is probably what I'm taking to sets this weekend. I don't know if I go back to just more of the standard build for the first weekend and see if I can run it. Yeah, you saw that right, 63 cards right now. Re-sleeve these bad boys before this weekend too. These are like my every night sleeves. So I'm gonna go tuck some kids in and I'll be right back. kiddos. What? Ooh. Ooh. All right. We'll play one more here and then call it a night. My bitrate is all over the place tonight, so let's see if this little wrinkle hits any on the new on the next game here. So
Yo,
how we doing?
doing outstanding. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm streaming tonight. Are you okay with that?
That's perfectly fine. That's really cool. Thanks for letting me know.
You are very welcome.
Dude, I think those mice are one of the most slept on pieces of technology. Is that the Microsoft one?
Which one? Oh, no, this is the yoga one.
Oh, it's the Windows. Yeah. Oh, okay. I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
That's neat. I had one that it was like rubber on the back and you'd snap it in half to turn it on.
Oh yeah. I've had one of those as well. No, I used to do a lot of training for the company I work for. So.
Okay. It's pretty legit. So it's a
Yeah.
remote and a mouse?
Yeah,
Mice?
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Half cut, okay?
That's perfect. Yes, dinosaur repper.
Yeah, my son. Hey, Braden, come here and check out this mat.
Matt?
Yeah, this play mat. That pretty cool?
Dinosaurs with cat faces.
Yeah.
That one looks the best of all, like the most normal.
Yeah, the Triceratops one.
Yeah, that one looks the most normal. I got at least one.
Alright, what we got today?
How your game's been going today?
Pretty decent. I hope I'm not facing red-blue.
Oh,
Same
that's
thing.
right. We're going blind.
We're going blind, so, yup. Holy hell. Whoa.
If you're not worried about that. Okay, this, and I'm gonna go 4. I mean, if you want to go against red blue, I can whip that one out. But...
I probably need the most practice for set championships coming out. Oh
Yeah,
goodness.
That's the. So I built Chris Anderson's deck that he ran.
Oh, wow.
In Vegas.
Wow.
So he's a local guy, and so I built that one so we could
5.
run against it.
That's incredible. Are you part of a team?
So not a team, but our local league, our store, we play together really well. So usually we'll have a couple of guys will build different decks so that when we come in and play on league nights, we can play against the different decks and that kind of stuff. So so I've run this deck the last three sets. So I pilot this one against everybody, and then I've been running the Sapphire Ruby deck and a Blue Steel deck this set.
Wonderful.
Just
Half
learn
cut
to
and
play.
kick it off.
Yep, that sounds good.
All right, let's get it. Man, I love Blue Steel. That's I do not
I
roll.
hate playing it. I can't.
Oh,
I
I'm so
tried.
sorry. We're gonna drop a Piglet for ink and play a Cinderella,
Yuck. Okay.
and we'll pass.
Draw for turn. Yuck. I'm gonna ink a Bruno and pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Listen. Woof. All right.
Yeah.
Green. Are we playing Christmas?
I did play the Specie deck for a while.
Mm.
The Specie deck was fun.
Spicy. We'll ink a strength, play a lantern, and I'll quest for 1.
Yep.
And pass.
Alright, draw for turn. Give me something. You did not. Oh, this is painful. I'm gonna ink a beast. I'll pay 2 and see what I'm up against.
Ursula Deceiver?
Yeah.
Pete, Whole New World, let the storm rage on, and a Lung King Zeus.
Let's get rid of your Whole New World.
Oi.
And do that and pass turn.
Cool. Cindy's going to go ahead and sing that storm onto Ursula.
Yep.
Ink the Pete.
Okay.
And Robin Hood with the lantern. And I'll pay the 3 and play strength and take out your Ursula.
Yep.
And pass turn.
Alright, big money. Okay. Do that. You're gonna have that plan there. I'm gonna ink a Muses.
Mm-hmm.
3 for Prince John. And pass turn.
Pay 2, play Mr. Smee,
Okay.
and we'll quest for 2 here.
Okay.
And pass.
Smee. Okay. I like some Smee. Draw. Okay. Two, four. Probably not sitting on there yet. So I'll pay 2 for sudden chill.
Oh.
Get rid of that bad boy. And that was the only thing you had in hand, right?
Yeah, that was the only card in hand.
Alright. I'll ink another Sun Chill. I'll play Diablo for 1.
You get a C.
Yep. And kind of negates that. Take 1 back. I'll quest for 2. Go up to 4 ink. Pass turn.
Cool. I'm ready, troll. My bad. Tap lantern in 1, going wide with Ursula. Robin Hood into your Prince John.
Yep.
And we'll quest for 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
And Smee takes 1, correct?
Correct.
Draw for turn. You still didn't help me any. This is a whole lot of ugliness.
You got cards in your hand, so that's a
yeah.
W right there.
So I'll do 3+2 to get rid of Smee.
What's her effect? Let me.
So yeah, so it's got 3 effects actually.
Okay. Oh, banish damage chosen character. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And then I'll go ahead and take out Robin Hood with my Diablo
Sure.
and pass turn.
We'll ink a Platinum. And quest for 1. And pass.
Alright. Draw. Ink a Pete. Diablo and a Prince John. Quest for 2. Pass turn.
We'll pay 3 for Pete. Oh man. I'll just keep it up.
Bless
Quest
you.
for 1. Pass. I didn't pass, please. There we go.
Just playing grab. It's not gonna do a whole lot there. 3 for another Diablo. Quest for 5. Pass. Draw for Diablo.
2 for Pete, or not Pete, Mr. Smee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Pete into Anna.
Yep.
And Cinderella and Ursula into your Prince John.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Drop a turn. 3 for Deceiver of All. Cindy. I'm going to take out Cindy with one of my Diablos.
Sure.
I'll quest with the other one for 1. Yeah, I'll quest with the other one for 1. And pass turn.
Diablo has evasive? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, Diablo has evasive. Correct.
Cool.
Draw for Diablo, draw for Diablo.
Tap 1 for Lantern, pay 3 for Rapunzel, remove the damage off of Pete.
Yep.
Draw 2.
I'll draw 2 for Diablo, 2 for the other Diablo.
Ursula will sing Storm onto the undamaged
Yep.
Diablo.
Uh-huh.
Draw.
Draw for Diablo, draw for Diablo.
Did you draw 1 or
You draw twice because the card resolves with the draw, so everything's in the bag, so the Diablo still draws.
But if I removed him first?
Yeah, because it's all part of the card. So if it was after the card, like if it was a Muses or something like that,
Sure.
and you were using Prince John and everything was in the bag, but since it's
Yeah,
part
this
of
is what happened during the finals.
Yeah, that's what happened during the finals, but on a straight removal with Storm.
Okay.
It's
because It's in that line, yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, because it's not a then draw a card or something like
Correct.
that. Gotcha. Understood. That's new to me. Thank you for that clarification. I'm fine with that. Mm. You have how many cards in hand?
A lot now.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 in hand.
Outstanding. Then I will go ahead and ink a Rapunzel. And quest for 3. And pass.
Draw for turn. Six showing. 17. Okay. Do that. Okay. Okay, I am going to. Do I want to start it? Characters. I'm going to pay 4 for Chief Bogo. I am going to ink a Tinkerbell. And I am going to play an Ursula.
Oh, of course.
Yep. Get that out of there. Was that only card in hand?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll double sing here. I'll get rid of Smee and Ursula. And quest for 1 with Diablo. 7. Pass turn.
Oh, I need to do better. Alright, tap Lantern, play a Robin Hood. Pete will take out your Ursula.
Yep.
And we'll quest for 2. And pass.
Okay. Draw for turn. I'm going to ink another Tinkerbell. For 2, I'm going to play Morph. For 6, I'm going to play Prince Philip. So basically what this is going to do is Prince Philip's
1 damage to everybody, and then
everybody's gone.
Yep.
And then quest for 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Pass turn.
Pay 1 for Cinderella, and good game.
Good game. Good game. Yeah, I've been
Man, that draw.
testing out that that BOGO wrinkle.
That
in this.
BOGO fill-up. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very
So,
cool to see that happen. Well done.
Thank you much. Have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, have fun on the stream.
Hey, thank you much. All right. I got BOGO Prince Philip to hit. I'm ending the stream at that point. That was crazy to see hit at that spot. So, no, I think that's something that could be viable. That was a freaking terrible starting hand, though. So hopefully something better would come of that. Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot on the front end to actually do anything with it, so. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there. Thank you guys all for hanging out and watching and sitting through while I figured out that technical issue. So, have a good week, guys. Hey, we didn't have any guests tonight, but we did talk the news. We played a few games of Pixelborn, Connect, and had a good time. So thanks for joining us. If you're looking for us on social media, you can find us in a bunch of different places. The easiest is going to be over on Facebook at DPI Podcast for the show, at PATM Disney Travel for the travel side. If you're looking for a conversation, go over to Twitter X. You can find us at Disney Insights. We're also on YouTube and Twitch and Instagram. You can find us in a lot of different places. Thank you guys all for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, following everything